Let's be honest, every few months someone says AI is just another bubble, like crypto or like tulips. But if we zoom out for a moment, we notice something interesting. Not all bubbles are the same. Some disappear forever, like Tulip Mania. Some crash but reshape the world, like the dot-com bubble. Some are still on trial. So today we're comparing 5 major hype cycles: tulips, dot-com, housing, crypto, and AI. And we'll later place AI and crypto accurately on the Gartner hype cycle. Because once we see where each one stands, everything starts making sense. The pattern behind all bubbles. Every bubble in history follows the same formula: new thing, excitement, easy money, herd behavior. This time is different. Whether it's flowers, websites, houses, coins, or neural networks, humans react the same way. Psychologically, FOMO is stronger than logic. When people around us make money, our brain literally suppresses risk perception. Tulip Mania. The pure status bubble. In the 1630s, the price of a rare tulip bulb shot up so much that at the peak, one bulb cost as much as a normal house in Amsterdam. Tulips became 20 to 30 times more expensive within a few years. Underlying value? Nothing. A tulip doesn't create productivity or generate cash flow. It was a pure status bubble, a flex. Once people stopped believing someone else would pay more tomorrow, prices crashed over 90% in weeks. No innovation, no lasting value, bubble gone. Dot-com bubble, a crash that built the future. Jump to the late 90s. Companies with no revenue raised millions just because they added .com to their name. The Nasdaq rose 400% in 5 years. Valuations were absurd. VC funding doubled in 2 years. Then the crash wiped out trillions. But unlike tulips, the underlying innovation was real. The crash cleared out the junk, while Amazon, Google, eBay, and others survived and built the modern internet. This wasn't a useless bubble. It was a painful filtering process that shaped the digital world we use today. 2008. Housing, a leverage bubble. The housing crisis wasn't driven by technology. It was driven by cheap debt. Millions got mortgages they couldn't afford. Banks repackaged bad loans as safe. Home prices doubled in some regions in under a decade. The core value of a house didn't suddenly increase. Easy credit created the illusion that prices could never fall. This was tulip-style thinking, but powered by leverage, not flowers. And when it burst, millions lost their homes. Crypto. Somewhere between .com and 2008, crypto is interesting. It's not tulips. There is real innovation. Peer-to-peer money, decentralized networks, smart contracts, programmable global value. And yes, even central bank digital currencies were influenced by blockchain ideas. But between 2020 and 2021, speculation exploded. Bitcoin jumped from 10,000 to 69,000. Tokens with zero utility pumped 100 times. NFTs worth millions collapsed 99%. Exchanges like FTX imploded. Crypto has real technological potential, but also massive speculative cycles, weak regulation, and slow real-world adoption. Where does crypto stand on the hype cycle? We'll get to that soon. The AI boom, real innovation plus real hype. From 2023 to 2025, AI hit insane levels of excitement. NVIDIA's market cap crossed $3 trillion. AI startups raised hundreds of billions. Demand for GPUs exploded. Every product suddenly branded itself AI-powered. Companies with zero revenue were raising massive funding rounds. Feels like a bubble, right? Yes, but not the tulip kind, and not the housing kind. It looks much more like the dot-com phase. Real innovation, massive long-term impact, short-term hype, unrealistic valuations. Some AI companies will die, Some will get acquired, some will collapse when funding dries up. But the underlying technology, it's not going anywhere. The Gartner hype cycle. To understand where AI and crypto sit, we use the Gartner hype cycle, a model showing how technologies evolve through hype and disappointment. It has 5 stages: innovation trigger, the breakthrough moment, peak of inflated expectations, hype skyrockets, trough of disillusionment, failures, panic, collapse, slope of enlightenment, real use cases finally emerge, plateau of productivity. The tech becomes boring but essential. This model applies to technologies, not speculative assets like tulips or housing, but it fits .com, crypto, and AI perfectly. Where are AI and crypto on the hype cycle? AI's position. We're currently near the peak of inflated expectations. Not quite at the absolute top, but very close. Why? Unrealistic AGI next year predictions. Billions going into unproven companies. GPU shortage mania. Everyone assuming AI will replace everything instantly. Valuations disconnected from revenue. We haven't hit mass disappointment yet, but a mini AI winter or correction is very likely. Crypto's position. Crypto is actually further ahead in the cycle. It already experienced the 2017 crash, the 2022 crash, the FTX collapse, the NFT meltdown that was the trough of disillusionment. Now crypto is slowly climbing the slope of enlightenment. Real use cases appearing, institutional investment growing, governments creating digital currencies, regulation improving, not hype-free, but past its wildest phase. Final takeaway. Here's the big picture. Tulips and housing. Luxury plus leverage, no innovation. Bubble pops, end. .com and AI, real innovation. Hype, crash. Survivors reshape the world. Crypto, innovation plus speculation. Hype crash, slow rebuilding. On the hype cycle, AI is near the peak. Crypto is on the slope. Tulips and housing aren't part of the model. So is AI a bubble? Yes, but it's the productive kind. The kind that crashes, filters out the noise, and then drives the next 2 decades of growth. When the dust settles, the real winners will look obvious in hindsight.